casting button. Hey guys, welcome to the Brain Trust. Guess what? This is the first ever live stream on the Brain Trust where we are all in one place. Placeholder, Cassie, say hi. Yeah.
Coming from the deep, dark depths of Dolphin's basement, we come to you.
It's not that dark. It's a little dark.
It's all right. It's better. It's better than the usual, like us almost 1,000 miles apart.
Yeah.
So, and having technical issues and me being a half hour late consistently.
Yeah. It was good to see you on time this time.
Yeah.
And even early.
Yeah, it's truly overwhelming.
Yeah. So our subject tonight is progress and adaptation, and we failed to adapt. We did not in time set up the OBS or acquire the requisite RAM in order to run it. But we're adapting, and we're developing our show, and we're going to be running a little bit differently as we move forward with a more of a audience focus. We want to bring you guys into it and see what's going on that front. Anyway, a few things that I want to bring up real quick. Ideas for other shows, real quick. This is for our guys out there. I know you're not going to listen more than 7 or 8 minutes, so Fane. So this one is specific. I'm going to throw it out there for you first, and then I'm going to go ahead and let Placeholder take over here for a minute. But I had this idea where these guys who have this show called First We Feast have a special show called Hot Ones. And in this show, they take these hot wings, right? And they're like, the first hot wing is like really, really light, not too, kind of mild. And the last hot wing,
flavoring.
Yeah, it's like flavoring. And the last one is like the only person who can live through it is Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, it was Megadeth, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. If you see the Neil deGrasse Tyson dude, he champs that up.
Dude, he does.
Yeah, mad. But anyway, Hot Ones is a really interesting internet show. It's really cool. And I honestly think that Poisoning the Well, so Fane and Fat Pat, if you had Fat Pat on the writing and you had Fane doing the interviews, you could have, instead of Hot Ones, you could have Shot Ones, where you have like different shot glasses of liquor. You have 10 shot glasses of liquor. And unlike the hot wings, like, the first hot wing is, is a little mild. And by the time you get to the 10th one, the first one's no longer affecting you in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that ain't happening on shot ones. Okay? By the time you get to the 10th one, every single one you've taken before you has nailed you to the floor.
Yep.
If you take this and you add in, say, really personal questions,
ooh,
or just really complicated questions, you could have a really fun show.
You could see some interesting, like, let's say you get people who are into certain kinds of literature in on this, and you have some very interesting discussions regarding the nature of certain authors and their general works.
I don't know. I think just having really, really completely faced entertainment.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. And it's right up their alley. So Fane, that's a freebie. Fat Pat, that's a freebie. Fane, don't do the writing. Let Pat do the writing. You just follow the script, buddy. Anyway, so that's adaptation and progress. In my ideas, I had ideas I had for other channels, other people besides ourselves. I thought I'd throw that out there. It's freebie. Feel free to add to our Patreon if it gets you some added revenue. But either way,
we are working. Thank you for mentioning that. We are working on setting up maybe a Patreon for our channel. We're floating the idea in order to do upgrades to hardware. None of the way I'm envisioning the Patreon occurring, none of us are going to really benefit too much from it personally, aside from just equipment.
Yeah.
We're going to have, I would like to have RAM upgrade in your computer. I might have a solid state drive that we can run in yours as well. I'm trying to configure it for something right now, but I think I might just scrap that and just wait.
Yeah, solid state would definitely speed us up a lot, and we'd be able to run a lot more.
OBS would be much easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the ultimate end goal of us being able to use OBS in order to well, honestly look a little bit more professional.
Yeah, interact with the audience a little bit better.
Oh yeah, and we can have chat up on the screen, and
absolutely
be an actual internet show.
and not only that, the whole concept behind the brain trust is to get as many ideas on the table as possible. And most of those ideas aren't going to come from us. They're going to come from the chat. They're going to come from the people listening. They're going to come from, we're not brilliant people. We're just people that talk.
We're schmucks on the internet.
Exactly. we're crowdsourcing thought processes here. We just break them down. We're analysts at best and hacks at worst. But we know our place.
Yes. This is true.
So it'd be great to have the chat on the, on the screen, be able to see people reacting in live time, saying, you're an idiot, shut up, stuff like that. It's always helpful.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. One of the things that I would really like to see with the channel going forward, and it's encouraging to see like the analytics that we've had over the last couple of months since we did our format change. It was only a slight change, but it was enough that it actually boosted because people weren't confused about the nature of the channel.
Yeah, there's no longer a debate show. We actually, I wouldn't mind bringing back an occasional debate.
Yeah,
and we do a good moderated debate when we do it. The problem is that it never got going, and we just really had a bunch of really bad topics and really bad shows, and I wish
it was poorly managed.
Yeah, it was very poorly managed, and failure is a great teacher.
It is,
and therefore I think us failing at being able to pull off what was actually a really excellent debate and really poor managed show format, and, we might be able to. We have the skills to pull off a good debate.
Yeah.
What we need to do is be able to pull a show up to snuff. So.
And one of the other things that I would also like to see us do in terms of a team with our channel is integrate Discord a little bit more into the general discussion as well. For those that don't know, we do have a Discord server, maybe involved in Patreon, so get in while you can. I'm going to start dropping links into the descriptions for now, and then once it becomes a patron thing, it gets taken out of all of them, which I can just set all of the links to expire, and I won't even need to remove them. They'll just all expire.
For those of you who are not catching the hierarchy, if you have any ideas for helping out with the show, our show manager is actually placeholder. I'm mostly just the host and the guy that comes up with ideas for shows. And Cassie runs our PR department. So
yeah, I talk to people. Basically, I just can't shut up. So that's my job.
And she's also, if you guys can't hear her very well, that's a couple reasons. One, we tried to mess with the audio a little bit earlier to make the echo in the room go away. It's an issue with the room. We're working to resolve it. This is going to be just for tonight. And I also did a dumb thing, and her voice is gone, and I might have made her sick. So
yeah, well, you only get to visit her once every now and then, so you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Until we can figure out what's going on with this other thing.
And ball gags help with. Just throwing it out there
Just
as an option.
Of course, always.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
We just got a tax return. Wait, it's in Google shipping. I've got my tracking number. I'm looking at it now.
I do have a tracking number on it, actually.
So as you can tell, certain people don't know how to be quiet. Namely me.
It's all right. I don't mind.
It was nice though, having you guys here a lot. It's been great over the past few days.
Yeah. It is
lots of fun
being able to see a good, reliable friend.
Yeah,
as well.
I get to hang out with placeholder, and Cassie disappears with my wife. It's great. My wife is disappearing on me regularly.
I don't think that's a bad thing when it's with me. So
no, with four boys and me, she could use a little estrogen in her world. It helps, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving forward with progress and adaptation, we're also going to be expanding our current profile into Gab and into Minds. As if you didn't know, Twitter is pretty much dead, and social
Good
media
riddance.
is falling apart. Well, Twitter's kind of cutting their own throat. So
Yeah,
you gotta,
I'm all for it. Don't interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake.
yeah, absolutely. Soon too. Good advice. But we will be setting up Gab and Minds profiles here for the Academy Brain Trust. And we will be going forward with the name the Academy Brain Trust.
Okay, so we have decided on that.
Yeah, and the reason is because there's like 16 or 17 different brain trusts out there right now.
Are there really?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
wow.
lot of us. Believe it or not, there's 2 Dolphin radios. One of them is an actual radio station. And then there's me. I don't know why you would call yourself Dolphin Radio. And then I looked into them, and it apparently that their like high school mascot is the Dolphin, and this is their high school team.
Oh, so it's like a school radio
Yeah,
thing.
it's like a school radio thing. And so I feel kind of like a jerk. Like I want to be pompous and arrogant. They're like, yeah, mine's not based on a radio show. Mine's based on a haiku. It would be great.
Yeah, I'm all smart and intelligent, and I read
Underlying metaphors.
Oblivions.
But no, I don't want to pick on a high school radio team because I was in a high school radio program. I did tech.
Yeah, see, I was in film.
Yeah, I was in film and radio, but everybody wanted to do film, and we had to do radio. So I did radio.
You see, I was in dance.
See, I wish we could have had a radio. I wish we could have had a radio station. That would have been cool. What up, Wako Zako? I haven't seen you in a while.
Hey.
You were here last week.
It's been like a whole week.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a long one. Like 7 days, man.
7 whole days.
I'm
Oh my
jonesing.
God.
Hold on, let me get my arm ready. My wacko
Damn
zacko in there.
veins. Damn veins. Hang on a second. There we go.
Oh my God. I'm gonna not have a.
What is this? This is the Brain Trust. We're discussing progress with the channel. We don't have a normal brainstorming session tonight, but we are welcoming people to come on in. If you feel like you want to join us and talk, we're all in one room, and you guys can be in another room.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel more comfortable like that.
We're there in another room.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Don't get me wrong, but most of you are just strangers on the internet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Until they're not.
And until they're not,
Look at this.
Yeah.
As we sit here.
Yeah.
Drinking tea and
Drinking tea with my children upstairs.
And we all met on the internet.
yeah, see, we were like gonna have alcohol as well, but I'm not drinking anymore today.
So they left like all of these beers for me, which,
I don't know. I could probably get by with one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Ooh, and it's a lager. I love lagers.
Oh, it's the only thing I drink.
See, I should have brought my moonshine with me.
Sam Adams.
Sam Adams. Boston Lager, the best.
Yes.
But you know what? Yingling is cheaper.
I did not know.
And it's,
we don't actually carry these at the in the part of the state that I live in.
Wow.
Of the state that I live in. Yeah.
It's weird. They used to have this on tap in Pennsylvania where I lived.
Really?
Yeah, I used to live up by Allentown. And
It smells good.
oh, it's very close to Sam Adams. Sam Adams Boston Lager.
I like lagers. I love ales.
Not so much on the ales.
Pale ales I like pale ales more than I like amber ales, but
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a total beer snob. I drink like 3 lagers, and that's about it.
I like stouts. I will sit down and I will drink a stout for days.
I will just watch you guys because that's what I'll do.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch you drink the stout.
You don't
too.
like stouts?
Yeah, no, not
No,
not a
I'm
big
gonna
fan.
watch. I'm just gonna watch because I'm a hard liquor girl.
Yeah, see, liquor gets me in trouble.
I know firsthand.
Liquor usually gets you licked back.
That is true.
Yeah, it
That
took
could
you a
work.
second. It's like
No,
a
I
joke.
got
That
it.
would work.
Yeah,
I got it.
it was a joke grenade. You pull the pin, you throw it, and you wait 5 seconds.
Sorry, I remembered that I have Discord on my phone.
That's like
Yeah.
it's like a good bar. Liquor in the front, poker in the back.
Yeah. I want to say something, but out of the interest of maintaining the integrity of this channel, I will not. And in
Really?
order to avoid embarrassing my girlfriend in front of 4 people.
Good times. Good
What
times.
are you wanting to say? Have
Great
you met me?
oldies.
I've embarrassed you enough on
Fox
there.
97.
So yeah. So cool thing is that we're working on getting this essentially as a permanent format. Now, wherever I'm kind of in the middle of a move right now, so that's why I haven't really been around very much. I'm going to be for the next like 3 months. That's just how our schedules are working out. I'm trying to get my work schedule synced up with this so I can get off at like I can work a mid on Wednesday. That would be great. But then because like a mid is when I'm here on time.
Yeah.
The rare occasion that it happens. But yeah, so I'm expecting around the beginning of June, we're probably going to take 2 weeks off. That way, everybody, because we're moving closer together, so the show is a lot easier to do, and so that I can be with someone that I really like being with.
Well, let's rephrase that. He's moving to be with somebody he really likes being with, and starting a great, wonderful life. The show is secondary to that, you know.
I'm talking in the context of this right thing right in front of me.
I just wanted to make the clarification.
She knows what I'm
ahead of time.
Yeah, but Josh is like, I'm gonna cover
Let's
his ass.
reel that statement back a bit
and say dolphin instead.
Hey,
You
welcome to the club.
I know it's all right. Sophane doxed me like years ago. It was great.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I've been doxed by a couple of people actually, so
Yeah.
it's not
At
a
least
big
I've
deal.
never called you something on air.
No,
Yeah.
no, that was the first time, and everybody right now is rewinding. What did she just call him?
Wait, what?
Like, oh my god, he really is a white guy.
Apparently, I sound black.
You do. Actually, you sound like you could be. You sound like a very generic deep voice.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You could be. You know what? You could be Asgardian.
That could be fun.
Yeah, you could be freaking out the Guardians of the Galaxy, and what's his name? That Chris guy is up there.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
Pratt. You could have Chris Pratt sitting there trying to imitate you. You've got one of those voices.
I like his voice.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's deep voice.
Way too much.
Make a girl very happy.
But, well, hey,
That one got me.
at least
So and that's actually an interesting question. Her ex thinks I sound black.
Yep.
Which was really funny because her ex is like supremely racist because this is the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he probably thinks that anybody involved with her is probably black. I'm sorry, you guys are a real douchebag.
yeah.
I don't normally like to talk about people when they're not there to defend themselves and at least call me an asshole for saying so, but no.
Let's not give him that chance.
I'm
please.
not. I don't really.
Because
Yeah. That Neolutionist, that is a very interesting concept. We should remember that for a future discussion.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are watching in the future,
We did
Sweet.
discuss this.
did we?
Well, yeah, we are now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're talking present past tense.
Sorry. Hang on.
When
I
you
think
start
I missed a word.
Look, when you start getting into time travel, you have to learn the terminology.
Yeah. Well, see, that's one of the things. Like, if we do create time travel,
if we did
I don't want to
invent-
do it because
No,
I'll go
no.
to the future and it'll drive me
We
crazy.
need the right terminology. If we did create time travel,
True, because we would have these issues.
having these issues,
Have or have had.
haven't had. these issues.
I mean, isn't there things that you guys would want to change about your life?
Oh, there is a lot that I would want to change about my life, but then you start to get into the issues of paradoxes forming in your.
I'm gonna go ahead and plead the fifth on this one. There's I like all my tattoos. I'll go ahead and put it that way. I don't have any issues with any of my tattoos.
I would say, for me, it'd be like my first boyfriend. I want to go back there and never have that happen.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, but see, then you want to do a chain.
All right, Neolutionist, thank you so much. It's always great to see you in the chat. Bring it up with us again, and I will. That is something that I'm going to.
You know what? We really need to open that up as a brain topic or brain trust discussion topic. That's a really brilliant topic to discuss. How to control the brain. What would you do with somebody if you had control of it?
So if I had the ability to not only control just the central cortex but also the frontal cortex, because it's different nerve bundles that you're having.
You can create illusions at that point.
Yeah. What I would do, honestly.
So you want to play Mysterio?
I could do that.
I'm sorry, I'm playing that. What's her name from the Jordan Peterson interview? Go ahead.
Oh, Cassie.
I'll stop being Cassie. So what you're saying is.
So what you're saying is.
I'm going to live the rest of my life as a meme.
Right. So what I would do if I had the ability to control the brain of another. Let's say we're doing this scientifically, so I'm going with implants, because chemicals wear off. Implants break, but they are less prone to failure than chemicals. That's why people get stents and get pacemakers instead of using chemicals to do it. We could do the whole upgrade. If anybody's seen Upgrade, a guy becomes paralyzed and the machine essentially takes over his body for him and does everything for him, which is really cool and gives him the ability to walk. But honestly, I would have essentially a farm. And what I would do is I would raise humans, essentially feral, with all of these they don't need any kind of, they don't really need any kind of
farming humans.
Any kind of
I'm waiting for a hunger strike to start.
What are we doing with these humans?
I'm going hungry.
Yeah. So
shit.
What we can do with this though is we can essentially use them like a bot farm. We can make real life NPCs.
Oh my god. Why would you do that? Why?
Because think about what you can do
You
with
can
all
get
of that
so
processing
much
power.
experience.
You can get so much work done. You can have an entire block of researchers all researching the same thing in real time and communicating through their implants.
Oh my.
Holy crap.
We could cure entire diseases by doing
And here
this.
I was I'm sitting here giggling to myself in the corner thinking about Archer and seeing the spy, what's his name, the gay spy is doing the Hitler march up there. And Krieger's in the background, who said it was fun for you?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Porn would be very interesting with those devices.
Oh my goodness.
But
yes, she consents. Beep.
Yeah.
That would be no. I think
there would be
touched
some very
on
huge
I
problems.
just touched on a huge issue. Oh wow.
Yeah, that would be a huge issue with it though.
Wow. Yeah.
No, I agree. They would all be
This is why we have brainstorms.
Yeah.
TeamWriter, I completely agree. All of the SJWs would be turned into NPCs.
oh my god.
There'd be one button you'd have to push and the switch would be automatic. It'd be like, what do you want for lunch? We make that decision. Okay, done. All your decisions are already pre-programmed.
Yeah.
That's how SJWs are, because they're already NPCs. The only difference is that they don't quite know what they want for lunch. That's one decision they make all day.
Oh.
But imagine if they were using their time productively.
What, not being parrots, memorizing things to repeat to people?
Yeah. Actually contributing to society and advancing scientific research and
Oh no. I was thinking you were talking about contributing by making sure the burger was cooked on both sides.
Oh no. Well, here's the thing with that implant, you take over the brain. You control their actions. They don't need to understand what they're doing. Their body is doing the work.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
implant's
exactly.
their
So
brain.
you make sure that the burger's cooked on both sides.
We could do
You're good.
that.
Yeah, and you don't have to transfer their job to any other position.
Right. But see, these people, in my opinion, like
I don't know. I think
They-
there's something great about organic.
they have a
cloud.
meat lump inside of what appears to be a skull.
Okay, yeah.
But what you could do with it,
I would call it a highly caloric organ. It's using a
Yeah.
lot of calories.
Yeah.
A highly caloric organ. I'm not really sure if you would refer to it as a brain when it's inside of an SJW.
maybe a pseudo brain,
Um,
ganglion.
Oh my god.
what's the definition of a computer that literally just hears something and then turns it around and repeats it?
A parrot.
No, that's not a computer. That's a bird.
Well, I mean, that's what I would call it.
Yeah. See, I was trying to go with something like I use the word parrot too much. Oh God.
What?
Not quite. She got turned into a voiceless. Well, she's very happy at the end of the day.
You could also use this technology. She was
Very happy.
You could also use until I got drunk. She could also use this. We can also use these for just data entry. Like these devices could be used to get people to just enter data thoughtlessly and flawlessly every time.
Holy crap! Here's an interesting concept. If you could control your own brain chip, you could program yourself to work and do all these programs and run through all these processes, right? While the frontal cortex is experiencing seasons 1 through 5 of Breaking Bad.
That would be fucking sweet.
And you're just like, you don't even realize you're working. You're
Yeah.
just sitting there watching a movie, and
Like-
your body is just sitting there going through all the processes. And at the end of the day, you get a paycheck.
Yeah. And if there's an issue, you get a warning that like it pauses the movie. It's like, hey, need your attention.
Beep,
Attention
beep,
needed.
Beep, beep. Pause.
Human interaction required.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. We could totally program your muscles to know what to do.
We could also have it so that every 5th day of the month, and every alternating full moon, and every leap year, we can have them all just say a random word or make a random noise. We can have them all sing Bohemian Rhapsody if we wanted to. But no, we could literally do anything, so we should just make them do productive things. I know that sounds a little scary, but think of the progress. Your comments?
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I made the mistake of looking in.
Oh my god. Damn it! You know
And that's
what you
how-
just did.
And that's how we know Wako Zako's white.
Yep. Hey, not entirely true because I mean I'm a mutt and I have it playing in my head now.
It's the white in you.
You know
It's the Euro.
the weight in me.
Yeah, it's all the.
I was gonna. Never mind. We're not gonna finish that sentence.
Not till the after show. So, if anybody's wondering why it just got quiet, Dolphin has needed to excuse himself. However, so let's say that we have the ability to actually do that. We could also cure all behavioral disorders by programming them out. You can add behaviors and you can filter behaviors with that technology if it works as described. So we could really
help like
a lot of people.
Like people like
Completely remove
my
OCD, completely remove hallucinations because you're filtering them out of the brain. So you could do quite a bit.
autism? Yeah, it's kind of like the
Yeah.
area.
Okay. See, depends on the severity though. Like if it's severe autism, yeah. But if we're talking like an Aspie, no, we need the scientists.
True.
Like I'm a little bit higher up on. No, Wako. I think I might have like taken her voice on accident because we were sitting around a campfire last night.
Yeah, I made it sound worse than it was.
Yeah, we had a campfire last night, and I think I made her sick. So, That's why Cassie sounds.
Apparently,
Yeah.
campfires don't warm Cassie up. Is the issue?
Yeah, I don't think I put enough. Like, I had a decent amount of wood on the fire. It was still
Did you
smoldering.
use enough gasoline?
No, that's what it
the
was.
issue.
That
That's
was the issue.
Not enough hydrocarbons.
I
Yeah.
was like, I was so cold, but I'm not gonna say anything because I liked being there with him.
As an oil man, I have to say, you gotta go with the hydrocarbons.
Yeah.
Next time, more butane, kerosene, and gasoline for good measure.
Oh yeah.
Well, no. See, here's the thing. Throat, there are throat lozenges, and then there are throat lozenges, and some throat lozenges are pretty good for your voice.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and I mean, if it's any context, I am a screamer, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Lady Dolphin and I could totally blow you guys out of the water tonight. Yeah, we would own you back.
Really?
If you think so. I don't think your kids would like it very much.
Yeah.
Joel probably wouldn't be very happy with it either, but
No.
Well, we refer to him as Bob.
right. Sorry.
It's good. Oh wow. So I'm trying
It's a
to
good
understand.
thing we don't have to read all of the messages and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adaptation in progress. I think we're gonna lean away from being an educational channel and be more of an entertainment channel.
yeah. I
think
we
we need
honestly
to
think it's a
scrap
good
that.
idea.
Because that's kind of the old management concept, is that we were going to be educational.
Yeah.
And I do like some of the videos and some of the raw content or some of the manufactured content that was put out.
Yeah.
I mean, this is raw content.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, moving forward, we're definitely. Oh my God, I'm reading the chat. Never read the chat when you're in a monologue.
Because you'll start with what you're saying, and then you'll start reading what they're saying, and then you'll start saying what they're saying.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to be making more manufactured content, and I actually have an idea. I wanted to talk to you guys about it, see what you think.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is a concept called the value of failure.
Yes.
This is something I think that has never been stressed in American life. Like we don't value failure. We don't value the lessons that you learn from failure. It's like we're so afraid of failure, we give the people that suck a participation trophy.
Yeah.
For
I'm
showing
not
up.
fond of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand that because I grew up in dance, and when I failed to do a move, I had to repeat it and would spend 3 and 4 days trying to get it down.
Right. You see, failure is something that you should use to motivate you to do better next time.
Yeah.
Not all failure, however, is equal, and not all failures are actual failures. Like if we as a culture had the attitude towards failure that like Thomas Edison had when he was trying to invent the light bulb and kind of stole some of it, but okay, we would have never gotten it.
My kid. I have one kid that's not Lady Dolphins, and he and I were together as a single father and a son for, I want to say, 7 years.
Mhm.
And he's never beat me in any game. He's never beat me on any video game, on any board game, and anything. And one time he got really frustrated with me. We were playing a video game against each other, and I wouldn't let him win.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me, he was like, "Daddy, why don't you just let me win?" I said, "Do you really want me to let you win?" He said, "Yeah." So I let him win. You enjoyed that? I don't want to play anymore.
Exactly. It's a way to motivate them towards striving to succeed rather than living an abysmal failure.
Yeah, I'm never going to tell my son he's not good because he can't beat me in these games. I'm just going to tell him, try harder.
Yeah, or he's not as good as me yet.
Look, I've been playing this game for a long time, and I'm not going to let you win. If I let you win, you're not going to enjoy the game, and I just proved it to you.
And
There's
that's
this interesting study among primates. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I hate to keep talking over you.
It's fine. I've gotten used to it.
There's this interesting study that was done on primates regarding play. And what they discovered, and I can find the specific citations for it later. I don't have them offhand. Dr. Peterson actually talks about it a lot. Is they discovered that smaller, weaker apes will only continue to play with the larger, stronger apes if they are allowed to win around 30% of the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
saw
rules
this
for
study.
play.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
the rules for play. Yeah.
Yeah. And what they discovered, and this was part of the play circuit that was discovered in the human brain as well as in primates.
Yeah, totally wacko, exactly. That's
Yeah.
and what we want to do is we want to put together what I want to do. What I'm suggesting is that we put together a manufactured content, a processed content. You know, both of us are great editors. Both of us are. You're greater at sound. I'm better at video editing.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Like my videos, when I made them a couple years ago, they sound better.
Yeah, they do. Your sound is definitely better than mine. You're the sound guy. I'm pretty good at video.
Yeah.
And I'd say that what we need to do is manufacture a content on the value of failure and put that on the channel as something like this is something that we as the Brain Trust believe in. We believe in failure. We believe in all ideas.
Sort of like a mission
Yeah.
statement, like
Yeah.
our channel intro.
Our channel mission statement is the more ideas you hear, the more likely you are to hear a good one, and the better you are at identifying the bad ones.
Yeah, and it's very much the philosophy of free speech on our channel
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Because how do you know what an idea is bad if you don't voice that opinion
and if you don't allow
and
people
don't
to
get
speak.
told by society, hey, that's not acceptable. That's not to say that just because everybody agrees it's right. I know that's something a lot of lawbirds use against taxation, and we can have a debate on that at some point. I think that might be fun.
It'd be interesting to have to have a legitimate debate on, is democracy really
Morally correct.
morally correct?
Yeah.
Do you allow the rabid majority to overspeak the pragmatic minority?
Yeah, and essentially have it's tyranny of the mob is the problem with it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, what I just did is I took two words, the blank majority and the blank minority, and people have done this for centuries at this point. You know, the shrill minority, the silent majority, and stuff like that. And these words just get tossed around, but it'd be interesting to really have a discussion about what the minorities and majorities really discuss, and are they shrill? Is democracy really valuable?
Yeah.
Is
democracy preferable to technocracy?
Yeah. And like, think about this way. There's a great song I love. It's like the anthem of our generation. It's called Banditos by the Refreshments.
I don't think I've heard that one.
The chorus is, everybody knows that the world is full of stupid people, but I got the pistol, so I'll keep the pesos. Yeah, and that seems fair.
Yeah.
And when you hear it, you're like, yeah, that is a great line, because it's true.
Yeah.
So many people are stupid. Why in the hell would you let them have a say in things that can determine your life? And I think that's why I fall back to libertarianism, which is why I think the government should have absolutely minimum control, because the government's controlled by the people, means that other people have a say in my life. No, I think everybody should be responsible for themselves. And as long as your rights don't impede on my rights, we're all good.
Yeah.
I'm a Ninth Amendment advocate. Yeah.
9th and 10th.
9th and 10th.
I very strongly support
They
them.
should be the first and second, but they're not.
Well, I think that was like tacked on in the end by Franklin and Jefferson, because like all the Federalists were getting a little bit antsy because the Anti-Federalists weren't really supporting the whole federalized government.
I think the reason they're tacked on the end is because what they do is they define the limitations and restrictions of your rights. They don't give you rights. They don't say these are your rights.
What it's
they
negative
say is,
rights, not positive rights.
Yeah, this is where your rights end, and this is what is considered a right. Like number 9 is, this is where your rights end.
Yeah.
And number 10 is, this is what is considered a right. Basically, anything that is not a right of the state
or of the federal government is left to the individual,
or against the law is a right of the individual. So you have the right to cover yourself in green jello.
Yeah. So what we're talking about, TeamWriter, we're gonna be making manufactured content on the channel. So like actual thought out, written, scripted, edited videos. And you'll be able to tell the difference between ours. We have our own unique styles that I'm gonna just do it the way I do it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And he's gonna do things the way he does them, and you'll be able to tell who's actually making the video. You know.
Oh,
sweet!
Excellent.
Thank
Well
you
done.
so much, man.
Hey, if you have any ideas for stuff you want us to discuss in the future, let us know. Throw it in the comments and
check out the space farming streams. Seriously, I am still like
we've got to do an AutoCAD version of the space farming.
Yeah.
At some point. That is so much fun. I love designing spaceships. It's
check out the farming satellites. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the Pykrete.
Yeah, Pykrete
space farms. So the idea is you set up a satellite in space that is oriented toward the sun rather than being oriented toward the Earth, and it grows food in space, and it launches it to the Earth through a reusable rocket. So we can send food anywhere on the planet or any other planet that we're inhabiting. So we essentially cure our need for farming and food.
And with hydroponic systems, recyclable water systems, and filtration systems, and basically infinite space, you can grow as much food as you want in a ridiculously short period of time. It's the solution to like, what were we going to do when there are 17 billion people on the planet, basically?
Yeah. And what you can do with those as well is, since we're closer to the Kuiper Belt than we are to the Oort cloud, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, just go farm the Oort cloud." That's so far outside of what is considered our solar. It's part of our solar system.
We have a great stream on farming the Kuiper Belt.
Yeah. We can get minerals, and
There are asteroids currently in the Kuiper Belt that we know, that we can identify. We can say this is exactly here, and it is moving in this direction. And
water present, carbon present, nitrogen present.
And by the way, it has a mineral value higher than the GDP of Earth.
Yeah. And why space farm instead of moon base is because like the moon base is usable space. We can build things on it. We can have essentially a military presence, or as we were suggesting in the stream, we can use in another stream that we did actually cover the moon in tubes. Just cover the moon in tubes, and we can launch things using the moon as a giant space satellite or a space slingshot.
Yeah, basically the airport of the solar system.
Yeah, we can use it to go to Mars. Yeah, and we can send supplies to Mars by using a rail gun.
The reason that you farm it in orbit, in high Earth orbit, instead of on the moon, is because you can automate the entire system in space.
Yeah. Well, you can on the moon too.
I mean, you can on the moon too.
It's easier to when you have none of the fine lunar dust.
Here's the problem: is when you're looking for the place to put people, you don't want to put them in space. There's too much cosmic radiation. There's too much. You have no gravity. I mean,
very little.
Low gravity is better than no gravity. And if you want to do space, we've actually talked about space travel as well, and having centripetal force used as artificial gravity to actually maintain bone mass and muscle density and so forth and so on. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we like talking about when it comes to space.
I love talking about space.
Yeah, he does. And I'll just
we're big nerds. We're big nerds on this channel.
Like fully automated space communism now.
Yeah, I don't know about
luxury space communism.
You have to understand, I'm dyed-in-the-wool capitalist. Yeah. So as soon as I hear COM go together, I already have a problem. Come what? Stop. Yeah, but no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yes, Elon Musk will be very influential in whether or not these things even become possible.
Yeah, I think Elon Musk has let a lot of his success go to his head.
Yeah.
Elon Musk does not know the value of failure.
No, I don't think he does either.
No.
Thank you for bringing that back up. So what we were talking about was the value of failure, and that's probably going to be like when we're actually together, our first manufactured
I would love
content.
that for it to be our first manufactured content. Is the value of failure. It really kind of nails home the concept of the brain trust, the idea that always thinking about new things, always progressing, always advancing is necessary.
Yeah.
It's like adapt or die. Sorry.
Yeah, I think we should grow and adapt.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sorry, Cassie. What were you
No, I don't even remember. And it happens all the time. Don't worry.
We're really bad about that. I don't know if I'm worse or if placeholder is worse.
I'm probably worse.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. All right,
man.
Bye.
Have a good night, man.
We'll see you back later, man.
Bye. I mean, you're not that. I just don't speak up a lot unless it's certain topics.
Yeah.
We're gonna work on that with you. We're gonna boost Cassie's self-confidence. That's something we need to have a brain trust on. How to
increase and maintain self-confidence.
Increase and maintain self-confidence without becoming arrogant or ridiculous, or without being a narcissist.
Yeah. Basically, how not to be Elon Musk.
And it'll all be covered.
I don't watch it.
No, you mean not just American Horror Story?
Oh
film?
God, let's not get too caught up in American Horror Story.
I don't watch it. Apparently, it's pretty good. Apparently, Lady Gaga was a vampire in one season or something.
Yeah.
Just for the record, Zach, I'm jumping into Better Call Saul next week or this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as of tomorrow morning.
The practical effects in that show is, oh my God, I die for it.
I've been meaning to do it. I've been meaning. Wacko is my Breaking Bad buddy. We were talking about that earlier at one point, so I want to throw that out to him. Like I'm jumping to Saul.
See, okay, so that might be something that we can do like for the channel as well. I've never seen Breaking Bad.
Oh man, character development. It really is. I mean, from a critical and from a fan based point of view, I have to say, it is the best TV show of all time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's like the Avengers Infinity War.
Okay.
It's one of those, oh my God, there's so much movie in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there is so much show in that show.
Yeah.
You
got to watch it a few times.
I can't even explain it. The character development, the plot, the storyline, the fact that it had a beginning and ending before it even started. There's no way to define how great Breaking Bad really is until you see it. And
you got to watch it.
And then we can talk about it. Yeah. And if you do watch it just a few times, you really like pick up on so much stuff, so much underlying imagery.
Yeah.
There's so much in that.
Well,
it's really wonderful. Well put together show.
The writing is good and everything. I just saw a lot of the mess ups in the effects in the makeup effects that they did have. And it made me I couldn't stand it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's kind of like if I see something that in my field that I was studying.
Are you talking about like the end of Face Off with Gus Fring?
Don't even get me started.
Okay, yeah, that kind of upset. The practical effects in that one really upset me.
See, I thought you were talking about
it.
Face Off with Nick Cage.
It was a great episode. I don't want to spoil anything. It was probably one of the top 5 episodes of the show. But she's right. The practical effects at the end of it were kind of pushing past realism.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think whenever I hear Face Off, I envision Nicolas Cage. I want to take his face off.
Oh my God.
That's my favorite Nicolas Cage line. My favorite John Travolta line is, "Well, you are still learning how to spell your name." From Battlefield Earth, it was great.
Never saw that one.
Oh, it's so bad.
Why do I want to just sit here and paint you two? Make you all gory.
You want to let my girlfriend cover you in blood?
Yeah, we could. You know what? We could kind of reach back towards that educational and allow you to do a few video makeup tutorials.
Yeah, if you want.
How to kill your boyfriend.
How to make him wake up thinking he was dead.
How to make your boyfriend look dead.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
That would be fun.
I'd be down
I'll
for it.
take
Like,
it.
I'll be your nurse. I'll be handing you stuff. Be like, red pen. Scalpel. What?
And I'm like, you never said anything about that.
Oh, now I can.
I'm not into scarification. I like my face.
No, see, the first 3 orders that you didn't hear beforehand were like hand straps, leg straps, head straps.
Yeah.
Like, all right, he's all strapped down. We straight up kill placeholder.
See, it's either that or I imagine that being like the topic being brought up and then the title card from Always Sunny pops up. The gang kills placeholder.
Oh. No, or like the Friends one, the one where placeholder dies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
But then I wouldn't have any,
Or Breaking Bad face off.
But then I wouldn't have anything to tease. That wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
It's all makeup.
Good
Yeah.
point.
It's all for fun anyway.
It always is.
Yeah, we do enjoy it.
Yeah. And we can eventually, once we get to the point where we feel comfortable enough with it, like showing ourselves on the channel, because my face is available on my channel,
I don't really care.
but we can like have it like a skit where you walk down here and you see me dead and you like call 911. You have friends that are cops or friends that can dress up as cops walk in and be like,
yeah, we killed placeholder.
all right, yeah, I need a gang squad.
Let's scatter some oregano over you. Be like, yeah, it's a drug-related crime.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is gonna be good.
Can we get some? What was it? We'll get blue crystal sugar, like the rock candy. Yeah, break it all apart and like sprinkle it over you. That'd be great.
A little bit of crack for good measure.
Oh my god.
Like, what are you guys filming? We need realism. Sorry, we need real crack.
Yeah.
Then they're not gonna believe this crystal sugar is blue meth. Yeah. Anyway, so that brings us to the end of our first ever live broadcast. We will be doing other live streams at some point really soon, and hopefully we'll be getting that OBS set up real soon. Check
Summer
out
2019 at the very latest.
Yes. Please check out within the next week. We should have the Minds and the Gab profiles up under the Academy Brain Trust. Sub to those, and we'll be very grateful. We'll send out some hits to see if we can grab you as well. Baby Blue. Oh yeah. You know what? We need to have that as an intro song for the Placeholder Dies episode.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna have so much
the
fun.
title, Wherein I Die.
It's like, why did you name it that? Yeah, because we bought like 15 pounds of rock candy. All of it was blue.
Yeah. But yeah, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It is, as always, a pleasure to be with you.
The mouse.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna say,
yeah, we're all on one mic. I can.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, we don't have the side chat.
We're trying to give each other finger signals and hands. It's great. It's wonderful.
We're gonna have to like have a
some
notebook or something, or we'll have to work out title like cards or something.
Yeah,
have index cards,
signs,
more volume,
signs,
talk more. We need a new topic.
Stop cutting off Cassie.
Let people talk. But
hey, when I want to talk, I can talk because I'm.
But yeah, do tune in every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. We are the Academy Brain Trust. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Have Kings of the Day every month, and always open with an open door and an open mind. Remember, the more ideas you listen to, the more likely you are to hear a good one, and the better you get at identifying the bad ones. Good night and good.